Good evening, folks. Welcome back to another edition of Four Corners Fantasy Football Talk Show. This week, we're going to be doing a mock draft. We figured we'd get into the spirit early. Again, shout out to everybody who follows us on TikTok, everybody on Instagram, YouTube, all the viewers. My name is Tony G. These three other beautiful faces you see next to me. Right below me, we have Mike Miller, the coach, the GM. We're going to refer to him as that from time to time, depending on the scenario. Right on Mike, we got Isaac, the analyst, the numbers guy. Right below Isaac, we have our reigning champ, E-Man, the bold predictor, Marte. So we're gonna do our version of a mock draft. We'll take questions, your suggestions. Tell us how you feel about our draft. We're about to go in. It's go time. So as soon as E-Man presses the button, we're going to jump in. Again, this is a mock draft. Don't be super judgmental. Football doesn't start for a few extra months. Anybody want to say anything before we kick it off?
Let's start it. Eight-person PPR snake. Let's get it.
Let's go.
All action, no talk. Let's go.
Oh, I don't like this setting.
What's the
The first one's going to go.
The first one who should go. Don't you just love how my top four is right here? Did you notice something? Did you notice that?
That's everybody's top four, bro.
Yeah, but like in order.
Guys, you can hit top 10 suggestions if you hit that little settings button.
Right? Where's Frank Moore?
Guys, and by the way, this is our first time doing it on Fantasy Pros. We're ESPN League, but we're just jumping in. We just want to jump in and see what's going on. So it's mock draft time. All right, Mike.
I am on the clock with my third overall pick. And surprise, there's not a whole lot of guys that I don't like. So, my very first pick, I'm going to go with a guy who I rank as my top running back. I got nothing else to say. I'm taking Dalvin Cook here. The pick is in, ladies and gentlemen.
Oof.
So I'm taking Dalvin Cook because, like I said before, he's the top man in that offense. That offense doesn't move unless he's a big part of it. The question is, can he stay healthy? If he can stay healthy, I like him. I think he got like Todd Gurley type of days ahead of him in that Rams offense.
Not a good comparison.
Well, Todd Gurley, good days ahead of him. So, at least from a usage standpoint. So, I'm going to go ahead and take Dalvin Cook.
So I can see everybody's picks on the side here.
Good choice there.
Isaac, you're up here.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take Derrick Henry. Ooh. So I'm choosing Derrick Henry over Zeke because I think the man's going to be utilized more, and I think he has more potential. Zeke's going to have to share the ball this year.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's a big-time pick right there.
That's a very interesting pick. Is it my go? Because I feel like we're disrespecting Ezekiel Elliott right now, and I really hate the fact that me as a Giants fan, I got to be the one to say that Ezekiel Elliott's being disrespected. So that should be everybody's number one because that offense, I know how we like to pretend that other offenses don't move without that. They literally don't have an offense if Ezekiel Elliott does not play. That should be your guy.
You can say that the same.
He's the motor.
That's the same for Saquon and Cook.
You got wheels. Saquon's gone. Don't worry about Saquon.
Well, I'm just saying you can say that for the same thing.
Yeah, there are three players that you don't disrespect. Top three.
Dalvin Cook is rated higher.
Nah, stop it. That doesn't mean he's going to do better.
I'm with Mike, honestly.
Yeah.
That does not mean he's going to do better. No he's way. He's also going to be rated higher to be injured, to be on the injured list.
Right, that's true. Well, while you guys were arguing, I took Julio Jones, Devontae Adams. So there you are.
Damn.
So Anthony was drafted from the 8th spot, which is the
Julio Jones and Devontae Adams.
That's the snake, baby.
Yo.
Hey, going wide receivers.
Wide receiver hot. So this thing is saying that Joe Mixon is the next hottest running back, and I feel like that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I disagree with that strongly.
we all know that that's not true.
No, it's not true. Do you know who is going to be a top running back? Somebody that you did disrespect, Anthony. You talked about him a little bit. I'm going to go Aaron Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Good choice.
Aaron Jones.
I did this.
Disrespected completely. He's number 19, ranked 19th. Dude's a monster. Even if he doesn't do what he does last year, he's going to do pretty good. I think he's going to be a solid running back. I think they're going to move away from Aaron Rodgers. They don't like him right now. Aaron Jones is going to get a lot of touches, boys.
We all disrespected Aaron Jones, bro.
Bro, all of us. No, for real. You're right. All of us did. I feel like Joe Mixon needs to cut down a couple stocks. That's why you got to do your homework, ladies and gentlemen, because if you pick up Joe Mixon before a lot of these players, you're crazy.
Absolutely.
So Isaac, you're on the clock here.
Yeah, I am.
I know who he's gonna pick.
I'm curious who.
Hey, bro, you gonna pick? I'm assuming you're gonna go Tyreek Hill.
I'm actually not. I'm going Kenyon Drake.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Oh, I was hoping he was hiding. Oh,
I was hoping he was hiding.
Wow.
So I'm going Kenyon Drake.
Up here, holding up all this real estate. I thought he was gonna hide away. That was a good pick. That was a really good pick.
I mean, the man's gonna be the number one running back on that team.
Yes.
He's gonna kill it.
Yes. Dude.
Well,
Mike, focus.
I'm focused. I already got a guy who can take it to the house on any play from the running back position, so why not get the same from the wide receiver position? I'm taking Tyreek Hill.
Not Frank Gore?
Not Frank Gore. No. Tyreek Hill, number one receiver on the number one offense. I like his chance to put up points. I don't need to say more than that. The guy can take it from the house anywhere. I like him. I'm taking him.
Good choice.
Yes.
All right. Did you?
I think you're up again, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm up again somehow. All right. Let's see which one I'm going to go with here. You know what? I think I'm going to go. I want to go back to the running back position. I like to solidify my running back position right off the bat. I'm going to go with a guy who I think is going to break out here. I'm going to go with Miles Sanders from Philadelphia.
Really?
Good
Yeah,
option. I like
I think
that.
he's going to have a good year. He has no Jordan Howard. I'll take it.
That was cute.
That was cute.
It's a good option there.
Yeah.
That got a good offense.
So I think I'm going to go Kenny Galladay,
Ooh.
Wow.
my
like it.
wide receiver there. And my logic behind him is that man had the most touchdowns even with his his quarterback going out for half the season.
It's true.
That is true.
I mean, the man is a touchdown machine.
Yeah, they had that. Who was his backup?
I don't know. Don't care.
I couldn't even tell you the backup's name.
Yeah.
Listen,
Emmanuel Marte, you're on the clock here. No pressure.
I am on the clock. I already know who I'm picking. I already talked about this guy. We had a conversation about him. There should be no real surprise.
AJ Green.
Third most. No. God.
Okay.
Mike Evans.
He should. There should be. He had the third most targets in the league last year.
Oh, he's going Allen
Over
Robinson.
my boy, A-Rob.
Oh.
A-Rob.
An
Good
interesting
dude.
pick. The guy's got talent.
He's got talent. He's the only player on that team. He has to do good by default.
Anthony, what are you getting to go on? You going to take Nick Chubb here to solidify your running backs?
Nah,
AJ
I'm not.
Green's still free.
I don't trust a running back in Cleveland, bro.
Ouch.
Ask the fans. I don't trust a running back in Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland, though.
I'm a fan, and I agree with you.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's tough. I gotta go with one, so I'm gonna go here and take my chances.
Oh, boy. Breakout player of the
Up
year.
last draft, Ant, when we
What was
were trying it out. But then I was thinking, when are they going to run the ball
Who?
over in Kansas City?
I think it's a good pick, though, honestly.
It is. But
Bro, PPR.
I like the Melvin Gordon pick,
Hey,
by the
listen,
way.
I don't care if they run it, throw it, whatever. I take my chances. I ain't picking Nick Chubb.
I thought you were going to pick up Melvin Gordon.
I did pick up Melvin Gordon.
You did pick up Melvin. Oh, you did pick up Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
I was going to pick him up next.
I made it to the Super Bowl last year in one of my leagues messing with Melvin Gordon after everybody called me crazy.
Bro, you always pick up Melvin Gordon.
Love Melvin Gordon.
You do. You do. He's your boy.
Listen, Nick Chubb, it'll be nice if he falls, but, and this is all theoretical. I know there's going to be some fan out there. You're crazy. Pick Nick Chubb. You pick him.
Who picked up Travis Kelce?
The computer.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Because the computer's smart, by the way.
I like Nick Chubb, but he's not a good fantasy player.
The computer's going to beat us all.
He's good. He's good to watch, Nick Chubb. Like when he breaks off a 40-yarder, because he averages like 8 yards a carry, something crazy sometimes.
The dude's
Guys,
got
I'm going to
mad
go with
talent,
somebody that I think is the best player available right now. And although I usually don't pick up tight ends right away, I would like to pick up this guy and never get a chance to. I'm going to go with Zach Ertz.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Zach Ertz. I think Zach Ertz is a stud. I think he gets a lot of touches over there in Philadelphia. They don't have a lot of good receivers. They're rebuilding that whole receiving core. And Zach Ertz has proven to be the guy that if you throw the ball to, he's going to catch it over there. So, you got to give it. Carson Wentz is an incredible quarterback when he's healthy. Again, he's a Tony Romo of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Not even close, fam.
He is. Talent-wise, absolutely. He's got all the talent in the world. He just can't do it. He can't stay healthy.
Listen,
That's why I'm going to go. But I'm gonna pick up Zach Ertz.
Tony Romo's body of work is way too long for some dude who busted his ACL 3 years ago.
No, that I agree with 1,000%. But potentials, he has the potential to be a Tony Romo.
Oh, if it was about potential, bro, then Ryan Leaf is MVP.
That doesn't make any sense. Let's stop it.
I mean,
Ryan Leaf was,
with that
Ryan Leaf
logic,
he had
Johnny
first round
Manziel
potential.
should have been MVP.
Stop it.
Ryan
Mr.
Leaf.
Barry, who you going with here?
Okay, so I'm going to go contradictory to Manuel, and I'm going Mark Andrews. That man killed it in the touchdown area. And as a tight end, there's no way he doesn't produce this year.
I was going to say, I think I was the only person who saw what Mark Andrews did. I think I was the only.
I did see what Mark Andrews did. However, I also saw that Lamar Jackson only threw the ball 400 times. So while it was splashy, it was cool.
Most of my season.
Huh?
I had Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews on my team most of the season on my.
Yeah, and you lost.
But he still had the best numbers, though. Touchdown.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just don't think that that's something that's repeatable, especially for Lamar Jackson. I think he has to throw the ball more before I trust his core players. Like, I don't have a problem picking up a Hollywood Brown later in the draft or anything like that, or a Mark Andrews later in the draft. But if I'm going to go with somebody, I'm going to go with somebody who's proven to throw the ball.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That makes sense?
Go ahead and do that, bro.
I am going to do that.
All right, well,
Mark Jackson
you know
is
what?
the greatest running back in the league right now.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Mike's pick.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a guy who I think is having a comeback. Guy who's coming off core muscle injury surgery. Is a guy who I think is one of the top 5 receivers in the league when healthy and when given the opportunity. I'm taking Odell Beckham.
Oh,
I like that pick.
I was guessing Juju.
I like that pick, too.
I don't like that. Odell Beckham was one of the top 3 receivers in the league at some point at one point in his career.
The man's got talent.
It's just so
Got a better offensive line this year.
Yeah.
More time.
It's
more
not a lot
targets.
of people who could just be good. Just you place them on the field. It's everything else other than football. And, he's got to do it. But Odell
if he stops wearing $1 million watches when he's trying to catch a ball, like, he'll be good.
if he would just be a wide receiver, we'd be fine.
And not a diva. Yo, he's more of a cheerleader than he is anything else.
Yeah.
My next guy is a guy who I think is going to get targeted a lot. Yards per catch, ridiculous. I'm going monster man, A.J. Brown.
Hey. Oh,
Good
now,
enough.
now you're
That's
an
what I gotta
AJ.
say.
Now you're an AJ Brown fan.
Oh, I had him last year.
So I'm gonna jump the gun here, and I'm gonna go quarterback, and I'm taking Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
He jumped the gun.
I mean, that man's gonna kill it this year.
I mean, listen, Dak, he gonna put up some numbers, man, and he's got that chip on his shoulder right now.
The man needs a contract. He's got arguably one of the best offenses teams.
Yep.
I'm going to go back to running back, and I'm going to go with somebody who had a down year last year, but Ben Roethlisberger was out the entire time. But the last time we saw him with Big Ben, he was putting up good numbers. So I'm actually going to go James Conner.
You know they drafted a running back, right?
Wow.
And I'm going to pick him up because at the end of the day, when you have a solid QB there, it makes it a whole lot easier for running backs to make plays. And
I got one word for you, McFarland, the running back. He'll be the starter by the end of the season.
Nah.
I got room. It's trash night over here. I got room for your pick outside of my curb, bro.
You talk a lot of smack, Mike. James Conner's going to be that boy.
I think Gostkowski's available for
He did
kicker.
it 1 year, huh?
I think Gostkowski's available for kicker, man.
I went Deshaun Watson at QB for obvious reasons, and rolled the dice on AJ Green.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
That's not rolling the dice. That's just throwing away a pick.
I mean, I think a pick 6 for AJ Green is a good one.
Oh.
Listen, I trust AJ Green more than all these other wide receivers that are left. Put it like that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with Drew Brees, a proven quarterback who could actually throw the ball and shoot for 50 touchdowns, and he's like 47 years old, and he's still doing the thing, or 43, whatever he is.
He's old.
He's too talented, has too many talented players, has Michael Thomas as his receiver. There's no reason Drew Brees should be disrespected.
All right.
Interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're doing with Isaac. What are you rolling with in the 6th round since you jumped the gun in the 5th?
I'm going to Robert Woods. He's not
Oh,
the
you get
greatest
some
wide receiver, but the man gets consistent points.
Okay.
Huh. Well, that brings me to Todd Gurley and his knees. And I hope his knees hold up a little bit because I need another running back. So I'm going to take him right off the board.
What is it? Is this Cialis, the arthritis medication?
I don't know.
Is it Cialis?
No.
Is it what?
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Who says Cialis?
I don't know. What is it? There's like a rheumatoid arthritis or whatever. I don't know.
Cialis is definitely not for arthritis, my brother.
No, it's not, man. Wow.
What are those?
Shout out to everybody out there from Tadalafil or whatever. If we can get a sponsor for Cialis, that'd be nice.
Yo, we should. That'd be nice. Whatever. Arthro be gone. Maybe he's rubbing a little icy hot or something. That's another sponsor. There you go.
Well,
Oh yeah.
the guy I wanted at tight end came off the board because the computer picked him, of course. So I'm going to go back to running back, and I'm going to continue to build there. You can never have too many running backs. I'm going to take David Johnson in that Houston offense.
I like what you're doing there.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of targets to go around since DeAndre Hopkins is no longer there. Plus, he'll be the main running back. So I'll take that pick.
I like what you did there, homie.
Yep. Let's get it. And that brings us to Isaac Berry. He's looking to lock down his kicker.
I sure am. And also, Manuel, you set it up as 3 wide receivers here. Not a flex.
Well, let's just pretend.
Ooh. Well, I didn't do that on purpose. That was auto. So,
It
like,
was.
I didn't actually do that. I just didn't fix that.
Hey, that's fine.
My bad.
It doesn't matter. It's all good.
I
Okay.
did not even notice.
No, I didn't even. Yeah. Thanks, Barry.
Anytime.
That's why he's the analyst. He analyzes these things. He sees them.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so I'm going to go back to my original pick, and I'm going for DJ Chark.
oh,
Hey, DJ Chuck.
He's got a lot of faith in DJ. I respect the
Yo,
pick.
he's got a lot of faith in Jacksonville.
I think they've been suffering, and they can come back.
I love it.
But I root for the Browns, and that's just speaks for itself.
You know what? I'm going to stay in that beautiful, sunny Florida, and I'm going to go with Devontae Parker as my next wide receiver.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with
it's
my
definitely
boy
a good
Devontae
pick.
Parker. He never lets me down. He never lets down. A solid slot receiver over there.
I'm going.
I need to do some stuff.
I gotta. Oh man, I love Stephon Diggs, but DK Metcalf.
Nah.
DK Metcalf's got big.
Yo, you going to leave Tyler Lockett up there?
DK Metcalf is poised to be. He finished strong, man.
I think Washington's going to do a lot better this year.
Yeah. Not. Listen, I still remember that 40-yard bomb.
Yo,
that
who's up there? Look at that. My boy Hunter Henry.
Oh yeah, he made it. He made it pretty good there. So
Is he on top of Austin Hooper? Oh, that's interesting.
it is very interesting. That's exactly what I'm going to pick. Austin
Yeah,
Hooper.
it's interesting that he's above Austin Hooper.
And way below all the other tight ends.
Yeah. But I mean, we were talking about Austin Hooper.
I'm taking Austin Hooper. I trust. You pick him.
Huh?
Go ahead and pick him.
Hey, listen, don't worry about how I'm picking. All right.
Yeah.
Why are you worried about your list over there?
I got you. You're on the clock, though, man.
I am on the clock. I got a minute.
The world is watching.
All right, I'm gonna go with the true receiver over there in Cleveland, the one who's not as flashy, does all the right things, and he's gonna be relied upon to do some stuff. I'm gonna go with Jarvis Landry. I think he's gonna get the most touches. I think he, at the end of the day, when you have a quarterback that's quite frankly not very good, slot receivers become they're like gold to them.
That's
Them
true.
and tight ends. So I'm gonna go with Jarvis Landry.
All right.
Good
Respect.
option. Okay, so I'm going to go for someone who's had a really down year last year, but I think the team is coming to a lot better prospects. Going Le'Veon Bell.
I knew it.
You know, yeah.
I knew it.
It's a good one though.
It was hard to look at him and not pick him.
It really was.
Le'Veon Bell in the 7th.
Isn't it weird that he's not like a top 3 pick now?
That happened in 2 years, bro.
It really. Oh my God.
He went from
early,
top
number 1 to
three
number.
to very little mention.
But you know what? I think next year he will be a top 3 pick.
I think so.
So
I just can't pick him like that, but I think he will be next year.
But Isaac, you're right though. They're going to be a lot better. I feel like that was like the year where they needed to fill them out. But I'm still sticking.
I mean, he was supposed to suck for a year. He
I'm
missed the whole.
still sticking to my guns. I think that Frank Gore's going to come in and eat up the shares.
well,
I don't think Bell is going to be what Bell used to be, but I think he will be a good flex.
I think so too. He'll get the
I'm going
number.
with the guy that I really like. I think he's going to be utilized in Buffalo. I'm going with Stephon Diggs.
That's not a
good
bad pick.
option.
It was hard for me not to make that pick. I love his game. I really do.
Yeah.
Very good.
With Josh Allen as your quarterback and everyone else on that team, how could that man not do work?
Yeah. And then I'm on the clock here as well. Again, I'm going to go a quarterback that I like. I'm going with Matty Ice. He throws the ball a lot.
He does.
I'm going to take him.
Listen, Matty Ice last year for all owners.
Yeah.
Listen, being behind all those games,
Yeah.
points,
Trash points.
It
Garbage
really
points.
was.
all
take it.
year,
It really
all
was.
year.
And you know what? He doesn't even have a running back this year either. So he's gonna have to rely on throwing the ball.
All right.
Can't argue with that logic. So for my next pick, I think I'm gonna go another running back just because
Damn it.
I like having extra running
Damn
back.
it.
I know where he's going to homer. He's doing a homer.
He's
Oh,
not
sure
doing a
am.
homer.
Go Mark Ingram.
I knew he was.
That's close enough. That's
waiting
close
for him
enough.
To drop down.
That's
a great
close enough to
pick.
being a homer.
Oh, Anthony.
He's a touchdown machine.
That's close enough.
Dude, you know what? Get out of here. Kareem Hunt. Give me that.
He
I like
said,
it.
"Give me that."
I like what you did there.
In the 9th, how can you not take Hunt?
No, you have to. I wanted Mark Ingram to fall to the 9th because he was a touchdown machine last year. In the 20, dude.
Evan Ingram's still around.
Who is DeAndre Swift? No, listen, no
The thing with
disrespect.
Yo,
Evan Ingram.
he's a Lions rookie.
Oh, yes. But the thing with Evan Ingram is he's hurt often.
I gotta go.
So
with,
he's somebody that's hard to rely
Whoa.
upon, especially at the tight end position. He has the potential to be a top 3, top 5 tight end, but he has to stay healthy.
oh, this is tough.
How about Darius Geis? The dude got talent. He gets injured quick, but the man's got talent.
He does,
Running
man. But
back
I
is
don't
getting
think
scarce.
Darius Geis wouldn't draft himself, man. I like him too, but
That's damn, man.
I like him.
Brandon Cooks is still on the board.
Did you go AJ Green at?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with the actual receiver who's gonna get touches because I don't think that Joe Burrow is gonna be good. I think, like I said before, bad quarterbacks rely on their slot receivers. I'm gonna go with Tyler Boyd.
It's a
Boyd.
brave pick there.
Boyd.
You guys like the Bengals, don't you?
No, we don't like the Bengals. But if you're gonna pick a player, might as well pick the one that's actually gonna do stuff.
Oh,
That whole division will get you. It's fun to have them on your fantasy team, but as a fan, like other than the Steelers, you really got nothing going on.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Like realistically, other than the Steelers, like you know that they're not really going to make it to the show. But for fantasy,
Yeah, you're right. No, you're
Come on,
1,000% on that one.
the Browns are totally going to make it. There's
It's their
always
year.
next year is our official saying.
man, look. Oh,
You guys are
God.
gonna be the next Cowboys, man. You're gonna be saying this is our year for the next 10 years now.
Well, in the Browns,
We
listen.
gave up on this year, and we
The
agreed
Browns-
on next year, Manuel.
Bro, remember the Browns had a stretch with Derek Anderson?
Isaac got
Oh my
26
God.
seconds.
Okay, so I'm going to go with backup quarterback here, and you know what? What the heck? We're going to go Tom Brady.
Damn it! Yo, I swear to God, Isaac,
Oh
I like
man,
having you right by. I don't like having going before you. I don't like going before you. That was a good pick.
I'm gonna go and take a guy who's a running back / quarterback in Buffalo. He tends to put up some points there, so I'm gonna go ahead and take him.
Honestly, I was debating on picking him over Brady.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, and I need a tight end, so I'm gonna go with Tyler Higbee.
Really?
He was Los Angeles' #1 target in the red zone last year. So I'm going to go ahead and draft him. I'm looking for some points.
Not a bad option.
Hunter Henry's still on the board here.
He really
Yeah.
is.
Man sure is.
Huh.
He's coming around for Emmanuel.
He's just about where he should be in most leagues.
You
There
think
is,
so?
with a quarterback like Tyrod Taylor.
Dude, look at his – like, I'm sorry, man. Like, it speaks for itself.
Raheem Mostert went before him. Marquise Brown was a good pick. James White, I don't understand. Will Fuller,
One was a Super Bowl player and the other one was an All-Pro. So
Who?
you said Mostert went before him, which Mostert actually played in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And then I'm
Guys,
sorry,
Darius Geis is still on the list. by
he's
the
a
way.
playoff contender. I apologize.
There you go.
Darius Geis is still out there. I mean,
You know what? I'm actually going to take you on that, Mike, and I'm taking Darius Geis.
I wasn't going to pick him.
But rolling the dice is not bad when they have upside. But
yeah.
That's the logic for me with a few players. I'm saying AJ Green may never come back to play football again, but as long as he's AJ Green, I'm going to take my chances. Not in the first round.
That's because his last name is Green.
This guy, man.
Oh, we're gonna say no.
That's actually my entire name.
Oh my gosh, that is. There's some studs out here still.
Yeah, for real. Oh my God, I don't know how to. Jesus.
I know Hunter Henry's out there, bro, balling.
He is a baller. He's gonna do good this year. But I'm not gonna go Hunter Henry.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna go wide receiver on this one still.
Good choice.
Pick up a guy that I think is actually gonna do pretty good. Is gonna be a solid receiver, especially next to Michael Thomas. I'm gonna go with my man. If you're gonna go G for Green, I'm gonna go E for Emmanuel Sanders, baby.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Emmanuel Sanders. I think he's gonna be a stud next year. Next to Drew Brees. Oh my God, I can't wait.
I'm taking
that whole division, bro.
49ers.
That whole division's gonna be fun to watch. I might get the NFL Network just to watch that division.
A defense, Anthony. I like it.
In round 12?
It was about time.
I actually think that's logical.
It was about time.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been doing this for a little bit. This is where it gets weird because now you just got to start just thinking about filling space. I'm taking Evan Ingram, big target, young QB.
Darn you.
Sorry.
You mean good QB?
Young QB.
Good QB?
Replaceable QB.
Very replaceable.
With who?
I don't know, but he is replaceable.
Leave him alone. I'm about to show you something.
And
so I see that Pittsburgh is projected to be a very good defense.
They are.
They are. However, I'm not going to go – I am going to go defense, but I'm not going to go with Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, darn you.
Really?
I think they had a really good defense last year. I think they had an explosive defense last year. I think that's one to watch out for this year. I think that complete-wise, Baltimore Ravens have one of the more complete teams. I'm kind of mad Hollywood Brown was picked up. Who picked them up? Was it a computer?
I believe so.
Yeah, because that absolutely would have been one of my picks.
Well, since you took the Baltimore Ravens as defense, I'll take Pittsburgh. Which it's still going to be a great defense, but
All
right, guys. When you guys are eating up defenses, I'm going to take a guy who's a starting running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who's still out here, Ronald Jones. I think he's going to be improved. I think they're going to rely on the run game a little bit more in Tampa.
He's going to lose his job.
Yeah, I think that was my thing. But my other thing is, if you look back to how the Patriots ran the ball and how the Patriots played, they really didn't rely. They had really good running backs, but they didn't rely on them that much. Tom Brady's going to hog the ball on that one. He's a ball hog. Michael Jordan was a ball hog. Tom Brady has to be a ball hog. So I really don't think that their running game is going to be.
I think they're going to run the ball a little bit more.
I have to agree with Emmanuel there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
I mean, he's listen, it's not a bad pick. He's not going to be in your starting lineup, most weeks. And at best, you use him as a bargaining chip if he starts to heat up.
True.
Yeah. I mean, pick 13, hell, great pick, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'll wait on the defense.
But Keyshawn Vaughn, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to come in and knock the door down. Like he's going to be the fourth quarter. He's going to be a fourth quarter finisher.
If we talk about running backs with more upside than Ronald Jones, it's going to be him.
It is. That's true.
I just took your boy Hunter Henry. Say why not?
That's a good pickup.
That is a good pick.
That's a great pickup because
I'm going to go ahead and just jump the gun because I'd rather get a better kicker now because everyone else I'm getting get a pick is going to be pretty much on my bench. So I'm going to take Justin Tucker.
You know, I don't even usually pick up kickers while I'm drafting.
Really?
Yeah. Reason is it's like there's always so many available and they're so situational. I mean, unless one falls down pretty low.
I love your logic. I usually do it right at the end or when I realize I don't need somebody.
Yeah, exactly. When I see a lot of studs out here still, when we do have a ton of them.
We have a ton of studs out here.
Yeah,
still.
like Robbie Anderson still hasn't gotten picked up. Darius Slayton hasn't gotten picked up, and he had a monster rookie season.
Yeah,
I think you should always.
Keyshawn Vaughn is still there.
We know Robbie Anderson is not – listen, this goes back to the Teddy Bridgewater argument. The reason he ain't get picked by a human or a computer is because we know that Teddy Bridgewater is not going to get him the ball.
Yeah, but –
starters are starters, though. I mean –
but running backs make QBs better and QBs make running backs better.
We're talking 13th round here. Starters are starters.
Oh, most definitely. He's going to be on the field.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but just because you're on the field does not mean you touch the ball.
I understand. I actually understand why Philip Lindsay wasn't picked up. I think that Melvin Gordon is going to get way more touches.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I said that. Wait, we need to roll back the tips. I said that.
I think Melvin Gordon will take over for Philip Lindsay, but I don't think
you got 8 seconds.
I got to pick up. Hold on. Where's my guy? Oh, my God. Where's there? Fuck.
Oh, you just auto-picked on the draft.
I did.
Ouch.
I was going to go Darius Slayton, but who did I end up picking up?
I have no idea.
I'll find out.
Philip Lindsay, I'm taking him.
Matt Stafford.
Oh, wait a
That's
second.
what I get for talking.
And then I'm going Ooh, man, we got Kerryon Johnson. Nah, dude, I'm going to go with Keyshawn Vaughn here.
We do realize Keyshawn Vaughn is not the starter, though, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon isn't a starter either.
He is.
14.
Neither is Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, right.
Opportunity is different in each offense. I'm just saying.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
I think Tampa Bay. I think Tom Brady's going to come in there with his philosophy. I really don't think he's going to sit there and play with one back.
They're going to be running back by committee. James White and Sony Michel.
Yep.
And this kid, what's his name? He asked for a bunch of money and the Patriots threw him away.
Earthhead.
No.
No.
But either way, I'm going to go with Darius Slayton. I think he's good. He's a solid deep threat. I think he's a fast receiver. I think that him and Daniel Jones had a connection last year.
Yep.
And they're going to do some damage.
He had some big weeks last year.
At the end of the day, with 4 less games, he still managed to throw for 24 touchdowns. He's got to take care of that ball. But, I mean, Darius Slayton played a big role in making things easy for him.
Listen, and quite frankly, I mean, he had big weeks. And listen, I don't really like the Giants, but Tony Romo was a ball fumbler, early on, and they do pretty well. He has all the tools, but I think him and Slayton do have a connection. I just think that, put it like this, in a fantasy world, he's going to do well, but they ain't going to win games with him just throwing the ball to Slayton all day.
Anthony, I'm looking at your draft board here. You have Austin Hooper and James White, and you talk about opportunity on the field.
Austin Hooper came off an amazing year, bro.
He went from Matt Ryan and the Falcons to Mayfield and the Browns.
Oh, I don't think Mayfield's going to have any other choice but to throw to him.
Over Odell?
Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham,
Kareem Hunt,
Chubb, and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I think quarterbacks throw to their tight end.
Who's going to be tossing the ball to James White over there? Stidham?
So I'm going to take Sterling Shepard.
No, but I like James White. I like James White because he's a screen running back.
He's a screen back.
He's Austin Eckler.
He averaged 10 points a game last year.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't start that.
James White is just going to be a fill-in for me. I mean,
but Bill Belichick had Tom Brady.
Yeah. James White, I don't think he's going to be the same without Tom, but you shouldn't be using James White in your starting lineup every week. You should use him if you got injuries and or if somebody else needs him, he's a chip. But I think that on a bye week, I'll plug him in. He's going to catch like 6 passes.
Oh, I think James White will be good if Sony Michel gets injured.
Probably. That's probably what it is. And Sony Michel probably won't get injured. So
You never know. There was that one year that he got.
Sony, yeah, but Sony Mitchell was the thing with him is he was good between the tackles too. So I think that they're going to continue that running back by committee, and James White's going to break a couple of those screens off for pretty big gains, if not a touchdown.
So I needed a defense. I went with New England. I think they're the best left on the board. I think they'll score some touchdowns, do some things. Kicker-wise, I'm gonna go with Will Lutz from New Orleans. I think they're gonna be able to score points. They're gonna get in field goal position more than enough as well.
Pick up the kicker.
Draft board looks healthy, fellas.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go Josh Brown from Buffalo.
My boy Matt Gay.
Let's
He
get
had
him.
a 50-yard field goal last year. He's a stud. I think he's gonna be kicking
He
the
had a
ball.
50-yard field goal, yes.
That little 50-yarder. Give me a
He's a
stud.
stud.
Give me a little stud. Hey, listen, 50-yarders back in the day were hard.
But yeah, that's true. Back in the
62
day.
is the
Oh,
you can't get out of bed for less than 60 now.
I'm definitely going Michael Badgley. Bro, they're going to have some struggles over there in L.A., and I think he's going to be
He's gonna be kicking the ball.
a lot.
You're right.
Oh,
Hey.
we only did
Oh, man.
oof. Anthony, you got a D?
I got a D-.
Damn, I got
AJ Green and
Oh
Melvin
yeah,
Gordon.
baby. Overall, I'll take it.
Oh,
wow.
right under Mike.
Woo!
What'd you get, Mike? I got a C.
I got a C plus.
I got a D.
Hey, can you do it by team analysis?
Oh.
Never mind.
Let me see if I can go to Draft Wizard now.
Draft analysis. Go to draft analysis.
Nah, that's upgrade. We'll get there.
Yeah.
All right.
I do want to say one thing. This is for you, E. If we were a 12-man league, both Travis Kelce and George Kittle would have been drafted in the second round.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's a
That has
fact, my
nothing to do
brother.
with it. I would have picked Travis Kelce up in the third. No problem. I just don't think he's going to be as good as he has been in the past. I think he slowed down at the tail end of the season. I'm not saying Travis Kelce is a bad tight end. He's still going to be a top tight end. I just don't think he's going to be as good. As he slows down, especially in that fast-moving offense, they're going to have to rely on other players. Tyreek Hill has a solid season, stays healthy. Travis Kelce doesn't do as well.
It's a big comma in that sentence there. Big
No,
comma.
I agree with you. I'm not saying Travis Kelce, but I think in the third round where he is, I think that was a great spot for him. I think that Travis Kelce, if you go by projections of what he did last year, of course he's a top he's a first or second round player. But
Right.
if we keep our goggles off and we just go by what we saw on the field at the tail end of the season, at the second half of the season, he was much slower and and his production dropped down a lot more. If he would have kept on pace with what he did in the first half of the season, he would have been a 1,600-yard tight end with a ton of touchdowns and many more targets. But I think they moved away from him because he slowed down. It's catching up to him. Tight ends
You're a tough to sell 1,600-yard tight end. That makes him football royalty.
If he would have kept what he did in the first half of the season, if he would have kept going, then yes, that's exactly where he would have finished. But because we saw him slow down, and they speak for himself. I think he has. We got to stop comparing greats to scrubs. Like great players versus superstars. He's a great player, but he's going down, and he's going down to that superstar level. I think next year he'll be like a superstar. Still great tight end to have, but he's not going to be that great player that we expect him to be.
Is Travis Kelce elite?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is, okay, last year, you would have drafted Travis Kelce as your wide receiver 1 and been fine.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm saying you could have, though.
Right.
Absolutely.
He's actually not
You
wrong.
had that talent. You had that level of talent. You had that level of production. You had that level of touches. I think it's going to go down now, though.
All right. Listen, we got it right here. The board's here.
Nick Chubb in round 5 is interesting.
Nick Chubb in round 5 is definitely interesting. But, I mean, that
I think I'd rather have Kareem Hunt.
Yes.
Team 4 might cook up. Let's hold on. Let's look at Team 4's projected standing. Yeah, that's about right. Look at Team 4's draft board, bro.
Team 4
Team
looks
4.
terrifying.
Right.
It does.
Right.
The saddest part is
Really
that the
does.
computer.
They didn't
George Kittle,
overthink it.
D.
They
Hopkins.
didn't
They look
overthink it.
scary.
It really does. I don't like the Leonard Fournette pick, to be honest with you.
But yeah, his
Not a
running
fan.
backs are not.
Calvin Ridley's a good pick. That was a nice little pick up in the end at round 7.
Yeah.
Chris Carson was somebody I was watching the entire draft. I just didn't know where to pick him up.
Keep in mind Carlos Hyde's in there.
And Brandon Cook's brain is too mushy for me to put any sort of draft stock into that. Every time I think of Brandon Cooks, I think of him doing laps around the field 2 or 3 times before he gets rocked in that game. Oh, my God. What was that? That was the Super Bowl, right? You remember that? We were all there together.
Yeah, no, I thought he died.
Oh, my God. He just started, his brain just shut down, and he started running around in circles.
He has quietly made the most money as a wide receiver.
He's going to be – absolutely. But he's going to be a poster boy for CTE when his career is done.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah.
So can you guys pick one player from any team that you feel went way too high?
Nick Chubb.
Joe Mixon.
Fifth round?
Nick Chubb in round 5 is a good choice.
I don't think that's
not.
too high.
It's
He's
too
projected to
high.
be second round.
Round 5?
Yes.
He's projected to be second round, though.
Yeah, but he can't be. He's too high.
I think round 5 is a good value for the man.
It's not bad. I don't think it's terrible for him.
Because I managed to pick up Kareem Hunt in the 9th round.
You did,
You
and
look
I
over
think that's
here.
a good value for you. But I think they're still splitting time, and I think if you get a split time running back in round 5,
But
I
why
agree.
would you split time with we forgot who Kareem Hunt was before he kicked that girl in the face.
But Hunt's on a 1-year contract where Chubb is locked up for a few years.
He's
so
on a prove me deal. Nick Chubb could very easily get moved after next season.
I think they're committed to him.
You
I
think
think
so?
the Browns will stay with Nick Chubb.
You think the Browns are going to stay with Nick Chubb if Kareem Hunt balls
I don't
out?
think they should, but I think they're committed to him.
So
I
you
think-
think Kareem
I
Hunt?
see Nick
So
Chubb
what you're
as-
saying is you think Kareem Hunt's going to be a free agent next year?
And I think that's the exact reason they're going to stay Nick Chubb. It's going to cost them less to keep Chubb than Hunt.
That's true.
I don't know. I think they have a lot of question marks around that QB position until they solidify that.
They
They
do.
need to solidify
Oh,
all
for
the other
sure.
positions around him to make him better.
I do think Kareem Hunt will take the job. You got to remember, Kareem Hunt coming out of college, he was like the highest. His tackle breaking was like #1 all time for the.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I think that Nick Chubb needs
And
to
he
show
has
that
hands.
he's premier. I think he needs to show that he's premier longer, and then we
Yeah.
can,
So
But
I
Nick
predict the
Chubb-
Browns will trade Hunt through the season.
For
Really?
the deadline.
No way. To who?
it could happen.
I
If
think
he
some-
doesn't want to resign, because they can't franchise him anymore
Exactly.
from a business aspect.
I'm staying
I
right
think-
in that division. I think
that they love talent over there in Cleveland. They love big names. I think Kareem Hunt's a huge name. I don't see a reason why.
Nick Chubb, though,
Odell
finished
Beckham
like
at
top
round
5
4.
in rushing, though.
Joe Mixon at round 2 is interesting.
Joe Mixon in round 2. That's my pick. Not worth it. Not even close.
No.
Not even close.
I would take him in the
if
third.
I had to justify that pick, whoa. Austin Eckler round 2 is very suspect.
He's going. If you look at most leagues, he's going.
It's because of where he's going to be this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's round 2 worthy, but I think that you have to do that.
He's not a good running back. He's a good pass catcher. He's not a good running back.
He's not your one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the 3rd round, Anthony. That was a good pick.
Juju has a comeback year this year, can hopefully.
I feel like Juju's going to bounce back. I know that he got disrespected this go around here, but it is what it is.
When your starting quarterback is you can't even name him. It's gonna be hard, man.
I'm generally surprised Cooper Kupp went the 5th.
Yeah, I think Cooper Kupp is a lot better. Than that.
It's true, especially after his year.
Yeah, but I think that's a good spot for him. Well, I mean, like, should he have gone before Juju? Yes. Should he have gone before Chris Godwin? No.
Should have gone before Adam Thielen? Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Adam Thielen has a net.
Before Stephon Diggs started running his mouth in Minnesota, talking about how he's not getting the ball, Adam Thielen was balling out of control. It was really easy to get him the ball over there.
Adam Thielen as a 1, though, versus Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen can.
Adam Thielen had 1 top 5 season. Cooper Kupp had 2 so far.
Cooper as a 1 is better on paper, bro.
I mean, he managed to get them both. So, I mean, I think that was a solid pickup for him.
Thielen was hot with Stephon Diggs being around.
Exactly.
Yes, wait, but
it's like Tyler Boyd and AJ Green.
But
right.
But that was also when Stephon Diggs was getting disrespected and the ball wasn't getting thrown to him, and he was throwing a tantrum. So while Stephon Diggs' presence might have had something to do with it, Adam Thielen was still balling out of control, and Stephon Diggs wasn't getting the ball.
He was,
so
but they started
doing one thing though.
They started playing better when Stephon Diggs got the ball, though.
Also, we're all forgetting that Cook was out that entire year that Thielen was good.
Yeah.
Brandon Cook?
There you go.
No, Dalvin.
It's true.
Dalvin Cook, you're right.
Dalvin Cook, he's the center of that offense.
Absolutely.
So the second he came in, Thielen dropped.
Oh, yeah.
I think Adam Thielen's production goes up because they don't have to throw the ball to Stephon Diggs. They don't have a diva wide receiver anymore.
I think he does better than last year. But
I think he's similar to a Julian Edelman or a Wes Welker in that category where he's going to get a lot of touches in the middle of the field.
Right.
He will, but Kupp gets targeted at the touchdown. Well, at the touchdown. And that's get you the points in fantasy.
Man, you know what I did notice though? Kyler Murray at round 7. I don't know how to touch that. I didn't know how to press him as my draft pick. I don't have real faith in Kyler Murray.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I mean, he has talent. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have any faith.
He's got weapons there, man.
He does have the weapons.
They threw the ball the most in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
The man's got potential.
Yeah.
He does.
Emmanuel Sanders is getting
I would say everything is lined up for him to do it.
Yeah.
So
for Kyler Murray,
yeah,
he doesn't have an excuse this year. Last year he had an excuse.
Yeah.
They put weapons around him, so now he doesn't have an excuse.
Right.
How about T.Y. Hilton in the 8th?
I don't like T.Y.
No, I mean he's been around the league for a while. He's been here for a while.
I think his stock is going to fall. I don't think him and Phillip Rivers are going to mesh well.
They drafted Michael Pittman too in the 2nd round.
That's true.
That's Michael. That's Michael Pittman's son.
Yeah.
The Scottie Pippins?
No,
Pittman. Not Pittman. Pittman.
Michael Pittman from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I heard you say Pippen. I was like, Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, I think him and I don't think Phillip Rivers, because T.Y. is a special kind of player, and like you got he takes the top off. I don't know that Phillip Rivers is really going to be able to mesh well with him for 1 year.
I think he's more of a Deshaun Jackson type role now.
Yep.
But
And you need a quarterback to deliver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
to be honest, I think everybody's team looks pretty good. I wouldn't be mad.
Debo Samuel pick. I like that pickup of Debo Samuel at round 9. That was a nice little set. I think Tyler Lockett, round 8, was a little disrespectful. He does get a lot of touches on that offense.
I don't see Henry Ruggs on here at all, which I'm surprised.
bro,
I was looking for him and I couldn't find him.
I ain't picking him up.
I'm picking that dude all day. In like round like 13 or 14, I'm picking him all day.
I mean, he should get picked, but like,
yeah, he's literally as fast as Tyreek Hill almost.
you got to figure in deeper leagues, somebody's going to take him. But like, this 8 is not deep enough.
I agree. 8, I agree.
Right.
The 10 and 12, I think he should be drafted.
He will be.
Yeah. Mr. Rillis, question for you.
Yes, sir.
Can you do me a favor? Can you justify Julio Jones over DeAndre Hopkins in the first round?
Oh, I would say
system. Listen, I love DeAndre Hopkins. It was the system. I don't know how he's going to work in a new system.
I get
pretty good logic.
I don't hate the Julio Jones over DeAndre Hopkins pick.
Yeah.
I just think that Julio Jones is allergic to the end zone. I think from fantasy perspectives, he's going to get he's going to go ahead and get a whole lot of yards, but he's never going to give you a touchdown. Maybe that changes this year, but off last year, man, that was scary.
Yeah, no, listen, that was just. Listen,
and when he had a bad game and he didn't score, oh my God! Which he didn't have many.
Only for me, it literally boiled down the system. I think that they got to find a way for DeAndre Hopkins. I think he'll get the touches like I alluded to in the wide receiver episode.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just going safe here in the mock draft because Julio is Julio. And,
yeah, I get that.
Hard not to.
I mean, that's a solid name no matter what.
But in terms of favoring, bro,
yeah.
I'm not – listen, I love DeAndre Hopkins. If he was still a Texan, Julio Jones would be on my list.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a question for each one of you. If there's one pick that you see that you drafted that you could take back and perhaps switch it with somebody else, do you have one on your team? And if so, who?
Mine's easy, Matt Stafford.
You picked up Matt Stafford?
By accident. Yeah, that was my auto pick. I kept talking and I forgot where we were, and I ended up picking up Matt Stafford. And can you do me a favor? Can you scroll down a little bit? Yep, round 13. That was my issue. And you know who was still there? Jared Cook.
Wow.
Yep.
I am upset at my – don't shoot me, but I didn't really like the Devontae Adams pick, personally.
Okay.
The
Devontae Adams pick is
it was safe. It was safe, but if I could –
safe pick.
If I could now look at it and switch, I would probably go with the DeAndre Hopkins. Devontae Adams, I do believe he's a system wide receiver. He reminds me of like a Reggie Wayne kind of system like guy. I don't think that he works outside of that. So with the new coach, I want to see how he does. But that's the pick I don't like for me.
Listen, and the problem with over there with Green Bay is we really don't know what the hell's going on over there.
We don't.
That's scary. Aaron Rodgers isn't even a sure thing anymore. That's kind of scary.
Hey, bro, Jordan Love is not taking his job.
Yeah.
That's agree with Anthony.
He ain't taking the job, but we just don't know what's going to go on, like, offensively.
Yeah. There's a lot of quarterbacks still out there in the league, and you don't know where this kid might just decide to get rid of the headache in Aaron Rodgers. and go his own route. You know how these last time we had a coach from college come over. I don't know if you remember this guy from Philadelphia. Decided to trade away his whole team, and it gets kind of scary, bro. Those are scary.
Yeah.
College coaches scare me because their philosophies don't really blend well with the NFL sometimes.
Nah, not sometimes. Most times.
Yeah. The only thing that I will say is he was also the Giants' offensive line coach.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you will see hopefully a better offensive line for Aaron Rodgers, and maybe that'll get more playing time. But there's a little bit in me that says Aaron Rodgers isn't on that team by the end of the year.
Ooh, there's
a little bit in me.
Prediction.
There's a lot of talk.
There's
a lot of talk coming out of there, bro.
That's a bold prediction.
I'm gonna put my Shefty hat on, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, it's kind of scary over there.
So I have a counter question for you guys. If you have one pick that you chose that was like your favorite pick that you can't believe you chose, what would it be?
Oh man, I don't think I don't have. Ah man, that's tough. What about? I don't know.
I'll take
For me, it's going to be Emmanuel Sanders, I'm going to go ahead and say. I think if I'm going to say my favorite pick, is he the best player on my team? No. But does he have a lot of upside coming from Denver and into an offense with Drew Brees on it? Yeah. Can he cut some – can you cut into Michael Thomas's touches a little bit? Absolutely. I think if he plays well, he stays healthy. I think he's going to be a stud.
For me, mine is A.J. Brown in the 5th round. The fact that he's in the 5th, I really think he's going to be a beast.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
His yard, like his average.
I like A.J. Brown.
Bro, I said what I said about him in the wide receiver episodes. His average was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Off 50 balls, bro.
Yeah.
I like the fact that I landed Deshaun Watson. I'm a sucker for like Deshaun Watson, so I'm happy.
You like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
His last name was Green. He'd be your 1st round overall pick.
This guy, man. I'm gonna snapshot this.
James Conner. What do you feel about James Conner?
I think he has a good early season.
I think he loses his job.
If that's one that I would take back, that would be maybe.
I agree with Mike.
Only because but James Conner, when he came out the gate, he came out hard.
Last
year, I don't think is a fair judge for James Conner, although it could have been a year where a good running back breaks out because he has more. He was supposed to have more touches.
For sure.
And he didn't. But neither did Juju.
And granted, the quarterback was crap.
And well, yeah,
trash. Yeah, man. Good talk. Listen, man, we can go at this all evening. And as we approach football season, looks like we're going to have football season. So to all American football fans out there, man, I hope that we do. Listen, shoot us a comment. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you love, what you don't love. Look at the analysis. Who do you think had the best draft? Drop a comment. We're going to drop a trailer soon for this. But this was our mock draft. And again, we are semi-professional, but we have good barbershop talk, about football and stuff like that. But it's always good to hear all the different sides. And again, we call ourselves the Four Corners because there's always 4 sides to the field. And each view is different. So yeah, we like everybody. We want to thank everybody for their time. And again, please follow, like, subscribe, shoot a comment to us. These gentlemen know what they're doing. We have a fun time. We hope to provide some more good content and some more on-location stuff as time goes on. That's Tony's Piece, fellas. Anything you guys want to close out with, Mike?
No, it's been a blast. I can't wait till we do. We're gonna do like a 10-person one and then a 12-person one, all PPR at some point in the future. So that should shake out a little different. But this was good.
Yeah. Isaac?
No, I think that says it all.
Cool. E-Man.
Manuel says, do your homework, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just focus on those picks that come up, those top 5. Really look at what you're doing. I think this is going to be a great way to show how other players that's not necessarily so high up on the list can actually show a little bit more production.
Sounds good. Yeah, hit us up if you guys need any advice. Can't wait for the season. That's it from the Four Corners. Check us next week.
Champs are born, not made.